What's going on, guys? So we're gonna do a little voiceover here because, well, why not? I've been playing Rainbow Six. This is not a great Rainbow Six round or match, so just kind of ignore that part. But anyways, let's talk about the OCG list that was just released, and one card specifically, Thousand Eyes Restrict. Thousand Eyes Restrict has been taken off the list to Limited. And what does that mean for us? Well, what does it mean for us? Probably nothing, because a lot of things like that happen in the OCG and we never get it. But with that being said, there is a possibility we may be able to see that card in the future. And what would it impact on the current game? I mean, that card has been banned for a very, very long time. So would it have any impact? Well, first off, let's talk about for anybody who doesn't know, which anybody can look it up, but there's a lot of players who have joined and have not really talked about the card. So let's just do a little rehash of what it does. So basically, it has 0 attack, 0 defense. It is 1 star. It is, or level 1. It is a fusion monster, and it has a fusion materials relinquished and Thousand Eyes idle. So for the people who don't know, its effect is other monsters cannot change their battle position or attack once per turn. You can equip one monster your opponent controls to this card, max of 1. This card's attack and defense becomes the same as the equipped monsters. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. Doesn't seem like an amazing card, honestly. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not anything substantial. Like, I don't think it would really hurt even if it was at 3 for this deck. Now, there are ways you can go about this that could make it overly powered, and I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying its base effect for face value is not anything that you really need to, like, worry about. It can be instant fusioned, which is something that would be kind of a pain. I mean, it would be destroyed the next turn. But it would be nice. It's kind of like an instant out, technically. Like, you could have instant fusion and then Thousand Eyes Restrict and then so on. But the thing that I feel like would actually be more substantial is if there's a, like, full-on relinquished deck that uses the Jin monsters that is actually decent. Like, it's not going to do anything meta-wise, but, like, it's a pretty fun deck, and it can be irritating to play against. Now, while that being said, it doesn't really actually work with the Thousand Eyes Restrict. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really make it into the game. So I don't really know what that would really cause. Like, I mean, that deck might play instant fusion, but I don't see the real problem behind it. So with all that being said, this card does not really have an impact to any degree, I feel like. I mean, Snatch Steal, like I've read on a Reddit post, because I was wondering, like, why is this card still banned? Snatch Steal is a better card than this. Like, this card doesn't have anything that is really I mean, it's not non-beneficial. People would play it. It would kind of be almost like a tech. But the thing is, too, with extra deck space being so used up right now, like, I mean, it's packed. It's already packed to do things. What anybody really want to play an instant fusion and basically pay 1,000 life points just to get a 1-for-1, pretty much? Because instant fusion is going to destroy Thousand Eyes Restrict at the end anyways. Nobody's going to really play the deck, like, fusion-based. I mean, you could. I bet there will be people who do. Like I said, there's not really room for it in the relinquished deck. Like I said, somebody could probably make it work, but probably would mess up the flow of the relinquished lock type style deck that they have. And like I said, in this game, like, equipping one monster to relinquish and its attack and defense becomes that, and then if this card would be destroyed by only battle, the equipped monsters destroyed instead, that's only by battle. So if you target it, it's destroyed. Now, unless if it gets an errata or changes the effect and makes it more tough, according to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, if it's destroyed by battle, the monster is destroyed instead. There are tons of decks that do this better. I mean, you have, what is it? Not Xian Squire. Something in Six Sams. I even play the card. It's a union that equips to Six Samurai Xian or any Six Samurai monster. And if you gets destroyed, that monster gets destroyed instead. And yeah, it's not taking your opponent's monster, but, like, it's still, like, by battle is that's just not a huge deal in the game right now, especially with popping and banishing out the wazoo. I mean, there's really no relevance to this card not being unbanned in the USA or TCG. It's more or less have stayed banned because of the stigma behind the card of the past. I honestly think just recently, this is going off a little off topic, but Sengen also just got an errata in Japan, and that card just went back to 1. Will we see that in the TCG? That's also remained to be seen, and that's a whole nother topic. But I don't think they're getting rotted this card because its effect isn't that powerful in the current game as it is. And along with Sengen, I don't even think its effect should have been eroded. I think in this game, if you take that card to 1, it's not that huge of an impact. That's my personal opinion, but we're not talking about that card right now. But yeah, so at the end of the story here, what is the reason of this? Like, what are they going to gain? I mean, it's like nothing even that powerful. Yeah, so that's pretty much me just talking about randomly with this card. So, ending thoughts. Will this card make an impact if it comes to the TCG? No. I do not think so. I mean, you're going to see people playing it. People might tech it because it is kind of like a snatch deal for 1,000 points. But otherwise, I don't see anything happening with it. Let me know down below what you guys think, if you think it's going to be bad or anything. And, yeah, I'll catch you later, guys. Peace.
I'm out!
Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized. 1 Op 4 remaining. Secure the container. Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.